Gurubhyo Namaha. Harihi Om. My beloved devotees, real seekers of spiritual knowledge, it gives me great pleasure to speak on the glory of Shiva, that too at the moment of Shivaratri. What is the significance of Shivaratri? According to Narada Samhita, it is on that day, Magha Krishna Chaturdashi, that means on the 14th day of the black fortnight of Magha Masa, Lord Shiva, who attained the form of Linga by spreading the luster of crores of suns to all the directions, he has arisen. That is why, to some extent, it has been considered as the birthday of Shiva. So, we should worship Shiva on that day with great faith and in a grand way. The Narada Samhita says like this: Magha Krishna Chaturdashyam Adidevo Mahanishi Shivalingatayoddbhutaha Koti Surya Samaprabha. The black fortnight itself signifies the darkness. That too, at the last edge of the black fortnight, that is on Chaturdashi, the dense darkness will be there everywhere. At that time, Shiva spreads the light and arises. This means during our difficulties and also during the ignorance, it is only the Shiva who spreads light on us. He has arisen in the night. Night is the symbol of darkness, and we assume to go for sleep means inactivity. Night symbolizes inactivity and ignorance. At that time, Shiva spreads the light. That means during our inactivity, during our ignorance also, Shiva gives the knowledge. That is why none of the other gods are having 3 eyes, but our Shiva is having the 3rd eye. That means he spreads the knowledge, he gives the light even during the dense darkness. Or in the difficult stages of samsara, it is Shiva who gives light or who spreads the rays of hope in our life. So on Magha Krishna Chaturdashi, we should worship Shiva as it is equal to Shiva's birthday. Shivalingataya udbhutaha Koti Surya Samaprabha. He has arisen in the form of Shivalinga. What is the akara of Shivalinga? Shivalinga will be in the akara of this form. What is this? This signifies that you has taken the U-turn. That means you means yours prestige, yours ego, yours presence, that should take the U-turn. That means our ahankara should be destroyed. Shiva in the form of Linga signifies that our ahankara, our you, that means each one's you, should be taken U-turn, in the form of U-turn. That means we should get rid of that ahankara. Whoever worships Shiva will get rid of that ahankara, because ahankara is born of tamoguna, and tamoguna is controlled by Shiva. That is why if you worship Shiva, you will not be having any kind of ahankaras, over prestige or over expectation or over ruling on others will not be there, and he will become the real devotee. That is the cause of all problems in our life. Dear seekers of spiritual knowledge, I would like to bring an instance in front of you so that you can easily recognize the glory of Shiva. Once it so happened, great medical institute, they had finished 1,000 heart surgeries, as they have achieved their glory of having completed the 1,000 heart surgeries, they conducted a great seminar where great doctors, cardiologists, and many other experts in the field of medical science all were invited, and the common public was also invited there. There many questions were posed by general public and all were answered. At that time, one person in the corner of the auditorium raised his hands and asked a question. That question was, don't tell about the treatments of the heart problem. Address the main issue, what one should do or in what way one should behave if he should not get the heart diseases at all. How to prevent the heart diseases? That was the question posed by an audience who stood at the corner of the auditorium. The cardiologist appreciated him and said, it is a good question. That is the golden rule of the medical science. Prevention is better than cure. How one should be if we should not get heart diseases at all? Means he should be like a child. He was answering. Cardiologist was answering in such a way that one should be like a child. Child quarrels with the neighbor in the playground. It says, I won't play with you at all. You are so cunning. I don't want to play. Like that it renounces and then goes back from the playground. They have quarreled to such an extent. And the very next day, while both the heads of the neighboring houses look at them, both will be playing on the same playground, forgetting about the quarrel, what had happened on the previous day. Children, more especially, won't get heart diseases because what all quarreled happened on the previous day, they won't carry it for the next day. As they won't carry it for the next day, it will not be a burden for the mind. Anything which is burden to the mind will be transferred to the heart. And heart cannot bear the load. That is why heart attack and other problems do happen. If your mind should be free, be like a child. Don't have any kind of ego or any kind of social prestige or any kind of status maintenance. Then you will be healthy. That was the answer of the cardiologist. That means in our mind, we should not have ego or social prestige or such things. Means mind is fully controlled by Shiva. So if we seek the grace of Shiva, then only man will be healthy. That is why the name of Shiva is Vaidyanateshwara. Vaidyanateshwara means he is the master of great surgeons. So he says, pray at me, I will control your mind so that you will be healthy forever. This is the message Shiva gives. So the first message on the day of Shivaratri we should learn is, even in the dense darkness, Shiva spreads the light. Even at the time when you have lost all the hopes, look at Shiva so that you will get a ray of hope. You will be having some kind of good hopes in your life. The second message is, like me, that means Shiva, who doesn't care for dress, who doesn't care for decoration, who has been most considered as a Digambara, says, don't care for social prestige or status or ego or wealth. Be like a child so that anyhow you will be having a healthy life. That is the second message. Third message of Shivaratri is, nowadays wherever we go, people are becoming more and more intellectual, or they want to show that they are more and more intellectual, and they criticize everything. They complain on everything. Shiva says, don't complain on everything. Complaining on everything means it shows some kind of dissatisfaction and it is a negative approach. Don't develop negative approach in your life. Develop positive approach. It is often said, while scientists or optimists innovated aeroplane, pessimists innovate parachute. Even in distress, you can innovate something. You should not lose the hope. While Milky Ocean was churned, even Kalakuta poison, the dreadful Kalakuta poison came. the power of which was so great and dreadful, all the devas ran off from the field of the milky ocean. Shiva alone stood with the grace of Vayu and drank that Kalakuta poison. Shiva has drunk that Kalakuta poison. That is why even today we consider Shiva as Vishakantha. And that Vishakantha was renamed as Shrikantha. That means he has kept the poison in the neck. He has not yet vomited. It has not been out. Poison in the neck was not outbursted even till today. While Milky Ocean was churned, Kalakuta poison also came. And moon also sprang from the Milky Ocean. Moon is like an advantage, while Kalakuta poison was the disadvantage. What Shiva has done? Shiva has taken the disadvantage and he has kept it in the neck. He has not shown it to the outside world. But while a minute advantageous thing, that means the moon has come, he has kept the moon on his head. That means for the moon, he has given top post preference. Real devotees of Shiva, we should learn the lesson from the life of Shiva. If you find anywhere disadvantages, realize the disadvantage. Keep it in your neck only. Don't spell it out to anyone. So, if complaints are there on anyone, keep it at your neck. If compliments are there, show it to the entire world. Try to appreciate the things which are in the creation. Gunadosho budo grundhan indukshvedau iveshwaraha shirasa shlagate purvam param kanthe niyachati. So the message is always try to compliment, never be one step forward in complaining on others. That is what Shiva has done by being Vishakanta, and by keeping moon on his head, he has been worshipped as Chandrachuda. So develop this kind of positive approach in your life. That is what Shiva has said to the world. Not only the devotees of Shiva, even the devotees of Vishnu should worship Shiva. The devotees of Vishnu are considered as Vaishnavas, and the devotees of Shiva are known as Shaivas. He may be a Shaiva or Vaishnava, but worshipping Shiva is compulsory. If one has not worshipped Shiva, what all the good things he has done throughout the year, everything will be destroyed. That is what the Samhita tells. Shaivo va Vaishnavo vapi yo va syad anya pujakaha sarva puja palam hanti Shivaratri bahirmukaha. So if anyone doesn't respond to Shivaratri, means he loses the entire good deeds, or he loses all the punya, what all he has done in the year. That is why one should look at Shivalingam on that Shivaratri day, and one should worship Shiva, and one should pray at Shiva, Mama manas tamastadaya. What all tamoguna rests in me, Shiva, please remove that tamoguna and make me a good devotee. That is the prayer of Shiva. In Shivastuti, Narayana Pandita Acharya has said rightly in such a way, Namah Shiva Shiva Shiva, Shiva Shivarda Krunta Shivam, Namo Hara Hara Hara, Hara Harantari Medrusham, Namo Bhava Bhava Bhava, Prabhava Bhutaye Sampadam, Namo Mruda Namo Namo, Nama Umesha Tubhyam Namaha. Like that, Narayana Pandita Acharya has appreciated Shiva. So, Shiva should be worshipped in such a way. And on Shivaratri day also, if one doesn't sleep and thinks of the glory of Lord, it will be really benefiting for the devotees. So, one should realize the status of Shiva properly. Even in Bhagavad Gita, the glory of Shiva has been highlighted in such a way that Vaishnavanam aham Shambhuhu. Like that it is said, so that he is a great Vaishnava. He always chants the name of Rama. He tells to his wife Parvati, Parvati, Shri Rama Rama Rameti, Rame Rame Manorame, Sahasranama Tattulyam, Ramanama Varanane. Always chant Rama mantra. Like that he has said the secret of success to his wife Parvati. So we should understand the status of Shiva properly, And we should again chant again and again, Namah Shiva Shiva Shiva, Shiva Shiva Arda Krunta Shivam, Namo Hara Hara Hara, Hara Harantari Medrusham. Like that, we should chant the glory of Shiva, and while saluting to our Lord Shiva, we must always face towards the northeastern direction, and then we should salute to Shiva, because northeastern direction is the specific direction which is considered as Ishanya. That means that is the special direction of Shiva. So we should salute towards that direction, and by worshipping Shiva, the Shiva's most favorite leaf is Bilva leaf. So Bilva leaf means anyhow, Ba speaks of the strength or Bala, and E signifies its greater improved version, and La means Lalana, means it protects. So Bilva means that Bilva leaf gives greater health and also good nourishment to our body and strength to our body. That is signified in Bilva leaf. Even Bilva Phala is used in the Lehya of Dashangarishta. So it is having greater medicinal qualities. So we should make the Parayanam of Rudra Dhyaya and also offer Bilva leaves to Shiva. With that, Shiva will be pleased. We should pray to Shiva to remove Tamoguna in our mind and to bless the glory of Lord at all the times. With this message, I conclude my speech. Let the Lord Sankarshana, the indweller of Rudra, be pleased with this presentation. Shri Krishna Arpanam Astu.